to get your thoughts on not just tonight, but maybe what you've seen over these last 4 games and how it's kind of devolved from what looked like a pretty good start to this season.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to come out better in those third quarters. I think we start well. We do good with scout reports. We know our stuff in the third quarter is something we just got to figure out.
The movement or lack of movement offensively seems to be an issue right now. What do you see and what do you feel out there, and how do you guys kind of get the ball and get each other moving a little bit more to get good looks?
Well, I mean, we know who our guys are, whether that's D'Lo and Cat, and we just got to do a better job of finding them in the flow and everybody just moving really when they have the ball, knowing what they like to do, and knowing what that 5 on the floor likes to do, and knowing some sets that we can get to get us some good looks, especially in those tough runs where we're not scoring.
Monday night, you guys had a lead for a long time. Orlando comes back and it kind of snowballs from there tonight, kind of the same thing in the fourth quarter. Is there a mindset that this team needs to develop that when things are going tough to kind of resist the urge to give in, let go of the rope, as Coach Finn just said before?
Yeah, well, when that adversity hits, you have 2 choices, whether to crumble or get past it. I think we're to the point where we're starting to learn that we need to get past certain things, stay off the refs a little bit, just do certain things that gives more of to the team rather than anything from a standpoint of not liking a call that was made or hanging your head on one play. Just always getting to the next thing.
I was going to ask, kind of, how do you do that? Is it with body language? Is it with picking guys up, or how do you accomplish that?
Just picking guys up. I think the more you go through it, the more you learn. Experience is the best teacher. So if we got to take these bumps and bruises on the front end, I think it'll serve us well in the end. But we still are who we are. We just got to learn to get through those rough patches. Every team has them, and you just got to. Once we learn how to weather those storms, because they're going to come. That's part of basketball. I've never seen them not come with any team that I've been on. So it's just all about growing together and learning how to deal with them.
Jordan, do you think now that you've had a few games out there of film for opponents to look at, do you think they've kind of made some adjustments to what you were doing early, whether it was defensively, offensively, and maybe attacking you, and now you have to adjust to what they're doing to you?
This game or just in general?
In general.
Our team or me individually?
The team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody scouts. We scout as well. We know things that we don't want other teams to do, but sometimes they still get those looks. But same vice versa. So it's just about who the best man is, who's going to do little things all 48 minutes and not part of it. And like I said, we're growing and we have a great identity. We have great pieces in the first and second group. I don't think anybody can deny that. We just got to figure out how to make it work together.
Jordan, you guys have a lot of shooters on this roster. But when those aren't falling, in what ways, I guess, can you guys maybe get to the rim more to get some easy looks to maybe open things up a little bit?
Oh, man. I for sure been shooting like shit. I can be 1,000% better than I will be. I want to start with that just because I know I'm one of the leaders from a shooting standpoint. Beasley's getting back on track. I think all of us are just it's all about flow. I think it's all about flow for us. And when we have good flow, everybody's touching it, and everybody's moving around, popping, and we're getting things in the midst of whatever the defense gives us off of their mistakes. I think that's when we're our best, and we're getting stops and turning it into offense.
How do you sustain the flow? Because it seems like we see like a quarter of it here and there, and then it just kind of fades out. So, like, how do you make sure that you're doing that for most of the game, I guess?
Defense. Defense helps you get stops. It turns it into offense. Defense helps you keep the team from scoring when you're not scoring. Kind of keep that score level and not get too far away from you. But I think if we just stay defensive minded all 48 minutes, whether the offense is on or not, half court wise, we can win a lot of games.
Ant seems like he's maybe hitting his first bump in the road, but the guy who's just 20. Like, what do you say to him that kind of helped him move through this, like the whole team trying to move through it?
Oh, it's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. He's learning every day. He wants to learn every day. Usually guys that good think they have it all figured out. But ever since I've gotten here, it's been a sponge, whether that's to me or Pat Beverly, or coach in general. He's never taken anything personal, so he'll be fine. He'll be all right. He's learning.
Flow's kind of been a hot topic. Finch says that a lot. Maybe for us or for fans who don't know exactly how to picture that, how would you describe what the flow is or what it looks like within the offense?
Man, when the ball is just moving around, you see guys not being stagnant. The ball is not staying in one place, and that's for everybody. That's for us shooters. If we catch the ball and we don't shoot, get off of it and next man up, not holding the ball or try to make something or think too much. Less thinking, more doing. I guess you can just kind of simplify like that. When you feel like we're out there stagnant and doing too much thinking, that's when the flow is probably not there.
This team last season had a lot more structure in terms of play call than it does now as you're leading into that. Well, do you think that's part of the adjustment maybe for some of the guys here were used to more structure and play calls, or maybe you in previous places that kind of learning how to lean into a flow-based system?
No, I think back in my Atlanta days, this was a similar offense. Same with Brooklyn. I just think we all have to learn how to continue to play together and do everything as a group. And when they do double cat or when they do sit in the paint on our stars, that we the guys that are on the floor with them are doing what we need to do to either get them open or hit shots to open up the floor. So, like I said, when it all comes together, we're going to be very tough to beat and very tough to guard. The thing, as long as we keep our identity, which is on the defense end, that we'll form all those other things around it.
Taurean, that fourth spot in the starting lineup being so fluid, is that like a motivating factor for someone like yourself who's in the mix for that? Is it something that maybe is hard to get in a rhythm with? Like, what's kind of you and the other guys' approach to that concept?
To the fourth position?
Yeah, it'd be like you started tonight. Someone else might start there the next game. It seems like it's been a fluid spot in the lineup so far this year.
Yeah, who gives a damn, man? I mean, we're all going to play. We all can play. I think the more the egos are out the window, the better this team can be. I mean, there's been games where I didn't play the whole second half. There's been games where I didn't play to start the first quarter. That's different for me. It's been like that's my rookie year, but at the same time, I have the priority of winning. So you got guys that you know can go just as much as you can go. I mean, who are you to kind of get mad at that? I mean, we're human and competitors, but at the same time, we have to keep focused on the big goal.
We'll do one last question on the Zoom. Christos, go ahead.
Hey, Taurean, hope you're doing well. What is the biggest issue on offense? It was the ball movement. It was the shot selection on tonight's game. And how could you describe the mood in the team after that loss?
We just got to hit shots, really. I mean, if we're hitting shots, none of this is a conversation. Like I said myself, being a 40% three-point shooter and having a slow start like this is new to me, but it's part of becoming a better pro. It's going to help me now and in the future. Same for all of our shooters, B's, all the other guys who feel like shots aren't going in like they normally do. It's the start of the season, so I would be worried if this was game 30, 35, but I mean, we're on game, 7, 8? So, I mean, I'm not really worried. We're always in the gym every day. Even on off days, you see guys in the gym, so that's a good sign. I think it'll all turn around. I'm not too worried about that.
Awesome. Thanks, Taurean.
Appreciate that.